Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. Today we're going to do the Deck of Panning Project Pan Update 8. I think it's the 8th update in this project. Whatever it is, it was in the title you guys clicked on. That editing Laura knows more than filming Laura at most points. But this is a project that was created by Emily and Max. I am going to link her channel as well as the original creator of like the I think it's like a booktuber. I don't know exactly what she calls it, but I will have her channel, the original concept creator of this project, and then Emily, who interpreted it for Project Panning. So I'm going to have both of them linked down below, as well as my intro video, which goes over the rules and how they made sense in my brain. But Emily has her intro video that is super, super in-depth. So I definitely recommend going and checking that out. But I have a pretty exciting update today, and I'm just not going to dilly-dally. We're just going to dive in and talk about things. So the first item that we had was for a king. Oh, if you're the face cards are all like, they all stay the same. There's always a joker in your deck, and then like the game board gets shuffled once a month on the 10th. So I'm actually filming this on the 14th of September, so a little bit earlier than I normally film, but I don't foresee anything really changing in the next couple days before the update goes live. I just figured I'm going to go ahead and film my update. That way I can just start working on the new things that I'm going to be rolling in, because yes, we are rolling in some new items because things are rolling out of this project, and that's very exciting to me. So the first item that we rolled was for a king, which was an oldest product, and for that I went ahead and picked my oldest setting powder. This is the Makeup Revolution Baking Powder in Lace. I've been going on my Instagram stories more, talking about like what's on my face for the day, especially since now I'm going into work. So I just figure I am putting makeup on almost every day. It's 4 times a week at least. And I figure I just chit chat about what I'm wearing every day, that kind of thing. So I have been reaching for this quite often. So we've made some substantial progress this month, and it really wasn't this much progress until I used this a couple days ago as a dry shampoo. We haven't washed our hair in like a while, so she's looking fresh because of the Makeup Revolution Baking Powder in Lace. So this is a very, very, obviously not my hair color kind of shade. But what I do is I put this on at night, like throw my hair up in a bun and then go to bed. And usually it's like zhuzhed itself into my scalp and like done the oil absorbing that it's going to do by the time I wake up. So I made a big chunk of progress. I'll probably end up finishing it that way, if I'm being quite honest. I'm kind of ready to just get this out of my collection. I've had this in my collection for so long, and I have been panning it since the very beginning of the year. But we've made a very, very large amount of progress from beginning to now, and we're on the very tail end of this, and I'm very excited about that. So she's still in here, but soon, by the end of the year at the very latest, but hopefully within, like, before the end of the year. Then I had, I don't remember what I don't remember what card I drew, but the prompt was foundation. If you can hear a squeaky toy, it's Bandit playing with something. But for that, I rolled in these MAC Waterweight foundations with the goal to just use each of them 30 times. If you recall, we had met the goal on NC35, which is the darker shade that I have, and NC30, which is NC20 is the lighter shade. We met the goal now this month. I also thought it would be interesting to see where I could go in 30 uses. They're about equal in where the product is, which is fantastic. I definitely had less product in NC20 initially, but I've gotten a substantial amount of sun this year just from being outside, walking the dog, that kind of stuff. So I reached for NC35 a lot more than I did before. But yeah, these both now have 30 uses on them each. And more, actually. I've used them more times than 30. So I am going to be rolling these out of this project, but I kind of want to like finish these. There's not that much left. These are my oldest foundations at this point. So I kind of want to get them out. So I don't know where I would roll them into in a different project, but I'll probably just like low-key pan those still. It is what it is. Then I had another foundation in, but this was for the, I think it's a Jack. It's a whole collection project, or a whole collection roulette. That was my BareMinerals original foundation in golden medium. I just touched up my skin today because I'm filming this after I came home from the office. So we had BareMinerals Golden Medium in. My goal was to use this 20 times. We actually surpassed this. I use this 25 times as of now. So I'm happy to be rolling this out. I will say I will probably continue to reach for this on days where I need to like run to the office and touch up. If I want to touch up, I'll just bring this with me. So that'll be fun and fine. Then, hi baby, you're a good boy. Then the next product was for a 7 of Clubs, which was something glittery. I don't know what band it's doing. So the next prompt was for the 7 of Clubs, which was something glittery. And for that, I went ahead and I picked a glittery highlight. I am actually wearing it today. You probably can't tell. It's just a very nice sheen on the skin. I think I have a clip. We'll put it there. But my goal was to hit pan in this. This is a Dandelions company highlight that Haley had gifted me. Thank you, Haley. But I hit pan on this. I was not actually expecting to hit pan. However, I ended up using this as an eyeshadow once, like as an eyeshadow topper, and I hit pan, and I've just been now expanding the pan. So it's not like the largest pan ever, but it's also not like a pinprick of a pan. So I am very happy. I will be rolling this out. I will have a number of uses because I put tallies, and then editing me is the one that's in charge of adding them all up. So there's that. Then the next item I have was for something nostalgic. And for that, I went ahead and I picked this Sailor Moon, because Sailor Moon just reminds me of my childhood. I went ahead and I picked the Sailor Moon gloss. This is in the shade Moon Tiara. Now, there's really not that much left. We're actually like right where the L is in Ultra Glossy Lip. So we're right at that L. Technically, this is not rolled out. However, I am going to essentially use this as a lip balm. I do it whenever I feel like my lips need some moisture or something on them. I just throw the gloss on and it acts as something nourishing for my lips. So I'm going to continue to use this. This is going to be rolled out before the next update. I know I'm going to finish this within like 2 weeks. So it's not technically rolled out, but I think I'm just going to roll something in its place anyway. So we'll have it in. I'll talk about it next time, but we'll also roll an additional item for that one. Then I have something for a duo, and this was the only duo I had. This is a Natasha Denona liquid eyeshadow. I have Space, which is the black one, and then Disco, which is the silver one. So my goal is to use these 5 times each. It seems like such a chintzy goal, like such a low goal, but I have a really hard time reaching, especially like a black and a silver liquid eyeshadow. Like, this is so hard for me. I reached for Space twice, the black one. I've actually reached for 2 times as a base, and then I put something fun and shimmery over it. And then the second time was like as a liner. But Disco, the silver one, I haven't touched. So I have 3 more for the black one and 5 more for the silver one. So who knows if we'll get there by next update, but we'll try. It's really not that many uses, but wearing a black and a silver eyeshadow like that is just not something I want to do every day, or something I want to do for like a week straight, you know? Then the last item I had was for a random color generator. I believe the prompt is a queen. I had this beautiful shade of purple, and for that I ended up picking this guy here. This is Colourpop Fluff. Now, my goal is to hit pan. We did not get there. I used this one time the past month, once. So I need to just like dedicate like 2 or 3 weeks to just using this and like be able to hit pan, because it doesn't take me that long to hit pan in eyeshadows, but I need to actually make a concerted effort for it. So we have not hit pan in that one, but it's fine. I will get there eventually. But we actually hit our goal in 3 items. So I'm going to just roll 3 items in. I think I'm not going to do like the bonus roll since I have things to roll out. So we're just going to 1-to-1 this kind of bad boy. So there's that. So I need to shuffle my cards. All right, so I'm going to have the game board link down below, but I'll have like a snapshot of it go up right now just so you can see what I'm looking at to compare apples to apples. But I have just shuffled my deck of cards. I am just going to do like a little one of these. Oh, gosh. And then I need to pick 3. And if you know anything about this with me, I just kind of hold them to the side and reach for 1. So we're just going to pull this guy. And I have the Ace of Clubs. No, it doesn't matter. I have a Project Graveyard. I think I know what I'm going to pull in for that one. That's a good card. Then I mean, okay. I guess we're just gonna reach for products that from years before. And then the last one is the 7 of Clubs. Wow, lots of blacks today. I have an indie product. That is a good product, or a good card to roll. I don't know what I'm going to roll in. I really have no clue. All right, well, I'm going to figure this out and I will be right back. That took me a lot longer than I care to admit, like probably a good half hour just now. Swatched a bunch of things, wiped a bunch of things off my hand, and I've narrowed down my decisions now. So there's that. So, if you don't remember, we rolled 2 of the aces, which is product graveyard products, and then, or project graveyard products, and then we rolled a 7 of Clubs, which is an indie product for this round. So, product graveyard. I am probably going to regret this, but I am going to put in this MAC lip pencil in Beat. I want to finish this year. There's not that much left. Like, it is the size of my pinky, so there is not a ton of product left. It's just a nice, intimidating kind of color. So my goal is to, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this, but I'm probably just going to leave this in for the rest of the year and see what kind of damage I can do on it. So I will have tallies. I will have a tracking sheet of the lines and whatnot. So a hard goal is to completely use it, but the soft goal is maybe like 30 uses. I think that is not achievable, but like more achievable than some other goals that I could do. Then, ooh, I just whacked that. Then the next prompt for project graveyard, I'm going to roll in this guy. And I don't remember what project. I think this was in my 20 favorites in 2020 last year, the very end of last year. And I've been like steadily just like low-key panning this. Like I'll spray it on at nighttime just to wear around the house really. So I will remark it, but we are, well, maybe I'll just do that now. So I will X out the top line because that's not accurate to where we are, but mark that guy. So we are down here now. I want to use this up. That's my like goal for this year, is to eventually finish this off. There is maybe a quarter of the product left. Like, depending on how you hold it, it's really not that much product, but I want to finish this up. This is the Lancôme La Vie Est Belle. I don't know if I said that. This I think was in my 20 favorites in 2020. If you were curious what project the MAC lip liner was in, it was in the Mission 100% Cruelty Free that I was doing, but Cruelty Free has such like a great status in my opinion that I try to make like ethical choices, whatever that ethical choice is at my discretion kind of thing. Then the last card was that 7 of Clubs, which was an indie product. And for that, I racked my brain because I really don't want to pan. I don't want to bring any more eyeshadows to hit pan in. We have this guy in this project. We have my Fantasy Self palette. And then we have my Pan That palette. So there's just a lot of eyeshadow panning, like completely using and then like hitting pan in them, that I just don't want to bring like another pan of eyeshadow in. I really don't. So instead, I am opting to use this guy. This is a liquid eyeshadow by Kristen Lee Cosmetics. And I'm going to give you a swatch. It's like one of those red, green, red, blue kind of things. Liquid shadows and me have like a very hit and miss relationship. And I think this one might be a little bit dried out, which is fine. I tend to like liquid shadows a little bit more when they're dried out. That might be a really pretty cheek highlight though. Ooh. I don't think I can finish this off, but maybe 10 uses. We're going to set the goal for 10 uses, and that is going to be that. But those are my 3 roll-ins for this project. Let me know if you are doing this project, how you are getting along on it. And I would love to hear from you, but I will see you in my next video. Until then, I hope you guys are staying healthy, sane, and safe. Bye!